Yellow, hello, hi, it's me, Trixie, and today on Out of Pocket, we have my friend Whitney Cummings here. She's a television mogul, she's a touring comedian, she's a mother, she's an author, she's a podcaster. As usual, we're here at the Eagle Los Angeles. It's like I can still smell the guys that were here yesterday.
Today, I am being emotionally abused by Trixie Mattel. I've been waiting for the Palm Springs Trixie Motel invite. This is what I get asked to do, this show. Just about to get murdered by this guy.
Oh my God, yay!
Ooh, watch the lighting, ooh. Okay, here's the thing. The whole point of being friends with gay men is you don't have to do shit like this. This is my nightmare. I did grow up in an alcoholic home, so I did spend quite a bit of time in pool halls, but they weren't abusive enough to make me actually play. I just had to like sit on men's laps. What else were they gonna wager?
Oh, speaking of, what do you have to wager? Because
Ooh.
we do have to keep this a little bit interesting, and we're both too rich to deal in anything.
I'll be right
like
back. I have provided an original, vintage Lisa Frank. This does have a very high value.
This is
on the internet. The smell, for you to go to smell first is shocking, surprising. Tell me everything about why you would do that.
has a vibe. I'm huffing.
Oh God, it smells like jellies.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Now, I don't do poppers, but if they could bottle this.
Oh my God, that is incredible.
Well, I brought you, this is actually really cool.
Oh.
This is when you get eliminated from RuPaul's Drag Race, this is what you get. I got you this, and because we're at the Eagle, I thought I would sweeten the deal a little bit.
I already broke it.
What did you do?
It's haunted. Well, no,
Oh
sorry.
no, this moves. It's
Okay.
And I also got you a half-used bottle of Prep. Just to like liven it up. But if you win, you can put all this in the Lisa Frank bag and go home. All right,
Oh,
so
you're just starting? You're
I'm gonna
breaking the
break.
ball?
Is it okay?
Okay.
Do you want to break? Okay, women first. Come on.
No, please.
Okay.
Please.
Pick a lane,
Be
bitch.
my guest. Wow. Okay, so we get it. You jerk off a lot and you have a strong forearm.
I don't jerk off. I finger myself. Okay. When did you figure out the gays loved you so much?
That's really funny.
Okay.
Let's go. My mother worked at Bloomingdale's. I grew up living in a Bloomingdale's, basically. Her only friends were the gays that worked at Bloomingdale's and did the dressing of the windows, like the windows dressing and stuff.
Oh yeah, super gay.
So I only really knew gay, like I didn't really know a lot of straight people, except my mom and my dad, and that was obviously a disaster. So I was taken to see Rent when I was 11 or 12, and I was like, I want
HIV.
It was that
Yeah.
I just remember going like, oh, when things are dark subject matter, I always get sent to the school counselor when I make jokes.
Right.
And they think something's wrong, but this is about AIDS and they're all being funny. This is what I want. And then I went and saw it over and over and over and over, and I just listened to it over and over again. There's in alcoholic homes, there's always a lot of trauma in Christmas. Things are being thrown around. Things are, no one's watering the tree, and you're just like getting like, But then I would go to my mom's house, and we would have the gay window dressers, and the tree was fuchsia, it was pink, there's birds, there's peacocks. I was like, this I can do.
The best thing is when it's Christmas and you have a gay guy who's completely.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Did you guys get that on? Did
Sorry,
you get that on
I'm
film?
sorry.
Did you get the
No,
cheating?
I'm neurodivergent.
Okay.
You're not allowed to say anything. You're shaming my inability to play sports. If I hit one of your balls in, do you get the point?
So if you hit my ball first, it's a foul. You're not allowed to hit my ball first.
See, this is why straight men, like, I can't.
Well, I'm not straight. Why are you mad
I know that's what I'm saying. No, because all straight men that have taught me to play pool, they're like, let me show you how to play pool.
Wait, when the men are taking you on the date, are they
my
kind of like, is it like,
yes.
do you see this?
Yeah, no,
Is
but
it
their
like
pant
this?
is unzipped. They're like, here's, and you're just like, cool, dude. Cool. So I'm just gonna see if I can just get that down there.
That's great.
Okay.
Love it.
All right. Is this like a hobby of yours, would you say?
We're a pool family. My mom played pool, my aunt played pool.
Awesome. That's sick. So
Yeah.
you saw like just like sick women. Like,
We played a lot of pool. Oh, okay, so
so I put one of yours in, right?
that was the 8-ball you lost.
Okay, that's racist, first of all.
We'll give you a mulligan. We'll give you a mulligan.
I didn't realize that the 8 ball had that kind of power.
It had a lot of power.
Didn't know that. Okay.
I'm not really killing it either, Diva. So, and this is supposed to be my sport that I'm supposed to be good at.
I know. I'm actually like trying to impress you, which is so pathetic.
I have to talk about your tour, Big Baby.
You do?
I mean, did you? Okay. I'm assuming based on the name, this is about motherhood. Did you predict that this was going to be obviously such a big thing to talk about?
No, actually, I don't talk about motherhood that much because I don't want people to think it's only like moms, you know? I think it's more about just like the circumstances in my life that made me not have a kid for so long. And then once you become a mom, you have to like figure out real quick how to be an adult. It's kind of more like that. Having a kid is wild, dude. I just like didn't have one. I was like, I guess I'm not gonna end up having a kid because I live in Los Angeles and there's no husbands or fathers anywhere to be found.
They're just fucking other men.
Yeah.
They're just gay.
Well, before I had my child, I was dating a girl. And I was like, oh, I guess I'm gay.
Right.
And then I just couldn't listen that much. And I couldn't remember all the things I needed to remember.
You were a bad boyfriend.
I was a nightmare. Nice, just gorgeous.
That was smooth. Did you get that on film?
On film.
On tape.
Okay, Sunset Boulevard.
Can I ask you, I was thinking about you actually, what is the different mindset when you're writing stand-up versus writing for like characters you made up?
Ooh, that's a really good question.
Because I've never done that. I only know how to run my own mouth about my own life.
The trick is you have to have many personalities. You have to be incredibly mentally ill. I'm half joking about being mentally ill or having some kind of trauma, but where I grew up, I was so alone so often.
Right.
And my first drug of choice was kind of disassociation and fantasy. And I would pretend I was other people all the time. I would pretend I was on Oprah because, you know, my parents would watch TV, but not pay attention to me. So I remember going like, I gotta get in that box. Like, I gotta get in there.
Thought the same thing. I would watch Oprah and I thought I was the guest. I would talk to her and I would watch infomercials and I would turn the mute off. I would turn on the mute and pretend to sell.
When I would
pretend
eat
to sell the
bologna,
vacuum.
I would wrap it up and eat it like I was in a commercial. I wanted to get in the commercials. I would see a billboard and my dad would look at the billboard to go like, I gotta get off at that exit. And he was looking at the billboard and I'm like, I gotta get on that thing. That's how I get him to see me. I gotta eat the French fry for the McDonald's ad. Well, I would write in journals as other people with different names.
What?
I know.
Oh girl, now you lost me.
I would interview myself. Like,
are you the Zodiac killer? Would you go, please? Yeah, I can actually, now that you say it, I can kind of see you
that's yours. I hit yours. I
is.
forgot who I was.
That's a foul.
See, became another person. I became you. I'm you now.
See,
I could just walk into someone else. There's some benefits to not wanting to be yourself all the time or, you know, going like, I don't like myself today. Cool, let me just like pretend to be this like Upper East Side rich girl.
Completely.
I think that also I like to write characters that are very self-aware, so you can also back into it, and the jokes you would make about them as a stand-up, you could just put in their mouth as if they're making about themselves. That was a really profound point that I just made.
Can I tell you, I think of you sitting there and I think of you almost like typing and kind of mentally putting on the person and talking to the other person, and then I mean, you're kind of doing
puppeteering?
Kind of. You're kind
Yes.
of like, this is me now, this is me now.
Yeah.
Now that you say it, I can see it clear as day. But when I pictured you writing that, I was like, how did she do this?
When I was growing up, I was in Bloomingdale's all the time. And I would like pretend I was like a rich woman who was like buying stuff. And I would pretend, you know? So I think that it's like very easy for me to go into that, but also not judge those people. I walk out in the world, I think because I was so neglected as a kid, I did think I was invisible until like 14 or 15. And I would just stare at people without judging them. You know, when people go outside and they're just like, what is he wearing? What is she wearing? What is she? I'm kind of just like, I don't think anyone wakes up in the morning and is like, I'm gonna look bad today. I'm gonna look tacky and I'm gonna be mean. Like no one plans for that.
You know what I realized when I used to work at a makeup counter at Macy's, and I would always think, I think when I was younger and poor, I thought, well, because I'm poor, at least I'm gonna be a really good person. Mm-hmm. And then when I started working for rich people in the stores, sometimes they'd be really nice. Yeah. And then it's like, it's kind of a myth that being rich rots you, because I've met some really nice rich people and some really shitty poor people.
Yeah.
Like money doesn't buy a good, nice heart. That was awful.
I do think you see a side of people that maybe people that are hypersensitive, I think like us, that made our living or whatever we have, being able to kind of read a room or sense what people think about us and like feel their pain.
It's honestly like retail. Like you're just people reading all day. I watched Amy Poehler's masterclass about improv, and she talked about applying improv principles to anything.
Yeah.
And I mean, you talking about your experience doing comedy, it's not just for comics.
But I also think
everyone.
that like this is where trauma becomes like a weird, I was saying something profound, had to steal this. That will be an insert. Do you want me to start again so that you can get my face? Because I know you're gonna wanna use that. You know, look, we spend a lot of time like on podcasts and the internet talking about how bad our childhoods are and how hard things are and how much trauma and PTSD we are, but like I think there's a point where you just have to go like, you know what, let me just like sublimate this and focus on the positives that came from that. I know people that come from loving homes and their parents read to them and they're a mess. They're in rehab, they're still at Coachella, it ended 3 months ago, they can't find their phone, they're a disaster. And so I kind of think of it as like trauma privilege of like how growing up, if you had alcoholic parents or parents that weren't around, you had to like try to get the neighbor to give you a ride to school or had to like try to get this other neighbor to like feed you and you had to shapeshift into all these different people to get the teacher to like drive you home or whatever. And then you're like, oh, I have this skill set where I can kind of shapeshift if I need to.
Something I tell myself about trauma sometimes is that it's one of the only things we all know about. It's like, it's awful, but it's all of us. Okay, thank you.
I'm an ally, I support the gay community.
So much of your comedy is informed by your experience being the receiver of parenting. But now you're the giver of parenting.
Interesting.
I want to be a parent, and sometimes because I don't know enough people like us who are parents, I can't see it.
Yep.
And when I see people like you do it, I can see it.
That's amazing.
And when you really did it, I was like, I can see it.
I am a gay man. Why are you so confused by this?
Yes. Was there a moment where you were like, oh, this is serious now? Now I'm in charge of a person.
Any day now. Any day, I'm gonna leave the pool hall.
Or is it better to never figure that out? Is it better to just live in the moment?
I think a couple things. I think that like, you know, when you grow up in a home that's dysfunctional, whatever, you know, you become a parentified child. So I very much had to, okay, all right. Bitch is ready to go home. Bitch is like, this is taking too long. I'm just gonna start winning. But as a parentified child, you end up being the parent to your parent. So I always felt like I was mothering my mother. I was mothering people. I was mothering boyfriends. I was dating guys.
You mothered me. You're always trying to put your breast in my mouth.
Always, dude. But you can't.
Right.
Microplastics. Silicon Valley.
But the few times you've changed me, I do appreciate that. Oh. We'll go with that. How many times do you plan on hitting the white ball per shot?
I am so sorry. So I think that you're like this too, where you're in a community where you've taken a like mentoring, mothering role. So I realized like I was mothering people all the time. People told me for so long, like, you're so tough, you're so hard, you're so, you know, I guess I just like believed other people's bad PR about me. And I was like, yeah, I guess I don't have maternal instincts. Meanwhile, all the people that are telling me that are living in my house and I'm paying for their life and taking care of them. I couldn't find the husband. And then as soon as I realized like, I don't need the husband, I just need the dad. Why do I think it needs to go in this order?
It doesn't.
You know, and why would I bring, you know, someone into, a human into a situation in a bad, toxic relationship, which is what I grew up in. Like, I just want to break the cycle. Every decision I make, I'm like, am I breaking these ancestral curses? Like, am I doing the opposite of what I saw?
I have that same thought, and honestly, the fact that you think that makes me feel like, is it possible to be receiving bad parenting? And then is it possible to provide good parenting at some point?
I think we're the most qualified because we know what to not do. Just do the opposite of what they all did. And then I found someone that I was like, that's a father.
Yeah.
He's just not on Instagram. That's all it really took.
That's honestly, girl, bring it in. That is all it takes for me too.
He's like, I'm not on social media. I'm like, oh my God, you're definitely a criminal, but will you please put your sperm in my ovaries immediately? And I had a kid with him, and from the get-go, it was like, it doesn't seem like we're like a match, but should we just like do this?
Well, if people want to see Mother of the Year on tour, how do they come find you? WhitneyCummings.com?
If you don't know how to get tickets to a comedy show, please don't come. Don't. If you need the website, I'm begging you to not come to the show. You're not qualified to go out of the house. Just take my child's diaper bag and retirement plan.
Can I have the prep bag too?
If you put it on eBay, can you just tell me so I can buy it back?
This is actually so...
It's actually so good. It's kind of beyond. We need to do some horse therapy.
I would love to come meet your horse.
I'm telling you, changes everything.
Kids, not so much, but the horse.
Oh yeah, no, I don't recommend children at all. That's what I think we really need to show the right, is that how disgusted gay men are by children, actually.
T.
None of my gay friends want to come near my child. They're like, let me know when that thing's 18.